Hello, 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 and welcome to our first episode of Queerantine in 2021. My name is Mace Kerwick, and joining me is, oh no, I'm hearing myself. That was mortifying. I had the Twitch channel pulled up. But yes, my name is Mace Kerwick, and joining me, as always, is the lovely, the fabulous, the sexy Javier Ungo. Javi, welcome.
Happy New Queers.
Oh, she's got a microphone, people.
This is so exciting. This was a Christmas gift from my lovely boyfriend, and I'm really excited to use it for the first time.
Wow, you probably sound so much sexier and more intimate than I do.
I'm imagining, I don't know, this is the least gay reference in the world, but like doing a lot of like Kevin Hart based, like hitting myself. Like he does a lot of like mic humor. Like uses the mic, hits himself. It's like a thing.
I think you should try and infuse that throughout the show that we're about to do.
We're gonna try.
So that's my challenge to you as a fellow comedian, as a storyteller, as a fan of comedy.
Mace, how's your 2021?
So I don't know if anyone can actually see this at home, but I am so bored that I am expanding my possibilities by trying to grow a mustache. And y'all, I'm Irish, and I did not inherit the ruddy red beard Irish gene. I inherited the cute twink fairy gene. And this is what I have to work with.
What are we looking at here? Can I guess? I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say 5 days.
So almost. Actually more. Actually a lot more. Because it's a technicality. So I haven't shaved this part, my upper lip, I guess you could say, in almost 2 weeks, but it's been 6 days of intentionally trying to grow a mustache. And the thing is, it's really mostly blonde, which is very surprising. I've never been patient enough to see this through. And it turns out I was probably correct.
Listen, I like it. It looks good.
Thank you. I feel like I am just like really leaning into like keep Austin weird vibes, you know. Not everybody can have a Javi facial hair situation. Some of us have a much more humble facial hair.
Mace, what are we doing tonight?
What are we doing? So, well, first of all, I'd just like to start off by stating the obvious that our and beloved co-host, Laura De La Fuente, is not with us tonight. And we miss her so, and we're excited to have her back in a few weeks. But joining us is our good pal, our wonderful confidant, the sexiest little demon to have ever the face of planet Earth. I'm talking about Miss Dylan Garcia.
What's up, gays? Hi.
Hey.
Hello. I also have a very shitty mustache. Look at her.
Good.
Look at that.
Ooh, yes. Let's get close. Let's make some sexy.
Ooh, it's like Roma's kissing.
Mwah,
mwah.
Ooh. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Oh, love it. Hi. Oh my God. I forgot I'm wearing wired headphones. There we go.
Dylan, are you at a co-working space? What's going on?
No, this is my apartment.
Oh God.
I live in one of those mid-rises that like gentrified South Austin. And I pay too much money for it. But it has a crepe shop below it. So
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I'm right next to the Broken Spoke. The Broken Spoke is it's like an up situation where they refuse to sell the land, so both sides of the Broken Spoke are my apartment.
Amazing.
They're both sides of my apartment on the Burning Bookers, bro. Yeah, it rules. But yeah,
So,
just chilling.
I was just gonna say, as a fourth generation Austinite, because my great grandparents lived here in South Austin, starting in 1955. I think you just gentrified from like poor white people. I think,
thank God,
that's the history of
That's
South
fine.
Austin. I don't think you have to worry about being racist. I think it's just taking
honestly. Look, I'm switching in the poor white people. It's like I'm the poor white person for a new generation, for the Pepsi generation.
Come on, hillbilly elegy.
Come through, mama. I watched 30 minutes of that movie and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
I watched the trailer, and I think I've said this before on the show, but I attended college in Missouri, and I was like, I could have done a better job directing this movie than Ron Howard did.
Academy Award winner.
I don't think I knew that. I saw a still from the trailer and I was like, yeah, I'm out. I'm not looking at that.
I think my Twitter header is still Amy Adams with one cigarette in her hand going like, and I will forever be grateful for that still from Hillbilly Elegy.
Thank you. Glenn Close as the grandmother.
Okay, what's a more iconic psychotic quarantine Glenn Close performance? Is it her performance as Mama in Hillbilly Elegy or her performance as Roy Cohn in the Zoom Angels in America?
Oh my God, did you ever watch that?
Girl, yes. Unwell.
I think I sent it to you and I actually never ended up watching it.
I had to. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I think I just skipped to the Roy Cohn part. I was like, this is all I can handle. I can't watch Andrew Rannells like fucking be Pryor or whatever he was.
Listen, before we move forward, I feel a little left out. So I'm gonna do one of these.
How does that look better than both of ours?
Yes. How does it feel to suddenly have the most visually noticeable mustache?
Honestly, I feel like a star.
Look at that.
You freaking should.
You are a star, baby.
I wish I could grow facial hair like this.
So I freaking wish I could too. I'm over here trying to like play like hottest person at the bar at Cheer Ups on a Tuesday.
I fully had a full-on meltdown because I think during like Way Down in the Hole, or it was during one of the shows, some show, whatever, at ColdTowne, the teen troupe Montmoro had their show before us, and one of the teenagers had a full-ass beard, and I saw whenever I walked in, and I was like, I'm about to quit comedy. I was like, psychologically, can I handle this right now?
So, folks at home, just to provide you with some context, this is the first Queerantine that not only have we done in 2021, the year that we were all experiencing, but it is the first pop culture update that we've done in a bit. Because I think we were doing Happiest Season for one of our shows in December, and then for the other one, we were doing like more of like our like bests of the year. So we got stuff to catch up on, but there's also been a lot of stuff that happened this week. So grab a beverage, maybe some poppers, smoke a bowl, whatever you need to do to like get in the Queertown zone. But can we make some noise in the chat if you are like here and you're queer and you're like ready to hear? I won't apologize for that pun.
I look like Pancho Villa. I want to acknowledge this is a ruse. This is a mocktail. I'm doing a sober January. I've truly never been. I should say, as a mental health professional, I absolutely support all people who want to be sober. But as a comedian, I've never been so bored. I'm so bored.
Oh my gosh, I'm so bored. I'm
substances so much. I realized it because I was like, right now it's like I work, we figure out what dinner is, and we watch some sort of television. And I'm like, oh, this existence is horrible. And I was like, wait, but this is what I've been doing all quarantine. Like, what is different? I was like, oh, I'm not stoned out of my brain.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to enjoy Bridgerton sober. And it's not going well.
Yeah. And this is not full of vodka. This is water because I started new antipsychotics and can't drink or do drugs for a little bit.
So I feel like the black sheep of the family. I've been drinking.
Mace is blackout drunk.
I'm fucked up. No, actually, I'm not, but I wish I was. I did do sober January until this evening. So we did 14 and a half days, maybe some more, 14 and 3/4 days.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what, I did not regret having a beverage this evening. It was because you know what, ladies, gays, and theys, it's time for us to dive back into our pop culture breakdown. That's right, you're watching Queertowne's Queerantine, and this is the show promotion.
That's us.
That's us. This is us, NBC.
Yes.
Going on.
I'm Chrissy Metz.
I'm Mandy Moore.
That jacket that I'm wearing in the picture, I also have 2 matching bags to go with it. So I'm here coming through looking like a baked potato.
I feel like my mustache is more visible.
Well, you colored it in with some mascara, right? You did that old drag trick.
Oh fuck. Okay, I jumped ahead, but I guess we gotta keep going. So everyone, this is our drinking game. So sound off in the chat if you have a blackout. And I'm just gonna read these off and just mark down on your own individual bingo board if you've done these. Okay, we've got jerk off, eat, jerk off, watch TV, jerk off, sleep, jerk off, free space. Okay, so everybody should get that one. Jerk off, sleep, jerk off, eat, jerk off, play video games. So if like me, you have a full blackout, please have a little sip, do what you got to do to celebrate the fact that it's January 2021, and we all know we're going to hit a year of this shit. So, that was my fun way to say welcome back.
Woo! Here we go. Another year of quarantine. I keep wanting to say Queerantine.
It is Queerantine. It is Queerantine. Okay, so this is kind of a sad update, and I apologize that I structured this right after my silly drinking game, but we lost a elder within the gay community this week. Javi, I don't know if you'd like to take this from here.
Am I taking this?
Yeah, I need to grab my water.
Oh, okay. Yes, we are all saddened in the Queertown community that Siegfried or Roy passed. I can't remember which.
Siegfried died. Roy was already dead.
Okay.
Yeah, Roy was attacked by tigers. Okay,
Yes, I do. I remember, but it was difficult to not tell them apart. I'm just digging myself into a hole here. Look, you know how like some lovers look like brothers.
You know how some lovers are brothers.
You know how some lovers are tiger fathers? Look, I said this in our group text between the three of us, and I'll say it here again. I think it's fucked up that neither one of these two is named Tiger King, but instead the guy with the cock piercing is Tiger King.
Upsetting.
How are there so many tiger-based queer icons?
I think it's because we're insane. And no one wants to admit that, but we're attracted to danger.
Well, gays love cats. Everyone knows that. All gays love cats. And then some gays love cats more. And then some gays love more cats.
So, Dylan, is this a dig at me, the guy who did 2 cats in 1 week? because I'll take it. It's valid.
No, this is a dig at me, at myself for asking for Christmas this year if I could have one of those Japanese robot cats that they give to elderly people as pets.
Wait, what?
There's like stuffed robot cats that they give to like Japanese Alzheimer's patients to like comfort them, and I want one so bad. And because we can't have cats in our building, or we can, but like I don't want to pay for it. And so, but I will pay for a Japanese robot cat.
There was like a picture that was like going around Twitter, and it was like, I don't remember what the caption was, but it was something like, went to visit my grandfather and he misses our dog so much that we got him one. And it's just like the grandfather like looking at a stuffed dog, like kind of like crying. It's the literal saddest thing I'd ever seen. Every time I saw it come up on my timeline, I was like, and we're scrolling. I can't deal with that. Insurrection? Yeah, I can read all about it. Old person looking at stuffed dog will not deal with it.
No, not on this life.
So I feel like we've really deviated from the so let's move on, shall we? Okay, so the biggest breaking news out of any national journalism syndicate this week is Army. Sit back, buckle up. If you don't know, Army Hammer is in the process of getting divorced from his wife of, I think, 5 or 6 years. But he's like started like dating other people as of last year. And one of the women that he dated, this woman, whose name I think we should all try pronouncing out loud individually, one by one. He wanted to barbecue and eat me. Yes, that's right. Ladies, days and days. Army Hammer has been accused of sexual cannibalism, and I don't.
And we celebrate it. We honor all kinks. We will not kink shame on this show.
We will not. We refuse to. Okay, I'm just gonna try it first. Courtney Vucekovic.
I'll go next. Courtney Vukovic.
Courtney Vucekovic.
Who's to say which of us is correct? Probably Courtney.
Look, the only person that's correct here is Army Hammer.
Wow, not the hot take I was expecting you to make, Dylan.
Look, okay, so I don't, of all the eating human flesh kinks that there are, I think this one is way better than like vor, probably the more famous eating kink. If you're not familiar, that's the kink of wanting to be swallowed whole by a person living inside of them, like a kangaroo.
What?
Yeah, vor, VORE.
I don't
Phoebe
know.
Bridgers' drummer. Yeah.
Also, is that how kangaroos work?
No, that's like in their. I almost said esophagus. What is it called? Their.
Like a boa constrictor.
Exactly, but they want to be like inside. Exactly, they want to be inside you. Like, you know, whenever like, I don't know, like Bugs Bunny or something would get eaten by a boa constrictor, there'd be like a Bugs Bunny shaped hole or outline.
Yes,
that.
Yeah. That's a sexual thing, you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really get that, but that's fine.
Me neither.
So something I saw, Page 6 released this information as an exclusive. And they included this photo, which I included multiple times on this slide because it's absolutely jarring. Because I'm still kind of attracted to Army Hammer in this photo.
Oh, same.
But look at the like face tuning that Courtney did on her own face. This is Courtney, by the way, the woman who made these claims. And Army has experienced like actual like career damage. He had to back out of some rom-com that he was going to be in with J-Lo because of these allegations, which is fascinating because he really looks like that comedian who does like the banana bread publicist impressions in this photo.
His hairline in this is so unwell.
He's 34, I believe.
Really?
Not fair.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Also, Mace, I don't know what slides you have coming up next, but like you saw the news today, right?
What's the news today?
Oh, fuck yes. I'm so excited to break this. Okay. The Guardian, very
The Guardian, a
respected
prestigious
journalism.
news outlet.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Somebody leaked pictures of his private Instagram. His private Instagram name is L_Destructo_66, something along those lines. And it includes what was released was there's like a video of him walking around a hotel room. He was recently vacationing in the Cayman Islands. It's him walking around the hotel room, and he's like, man, being divorced sucks, but you know what doesn't suck? Being able to be stuck here in the Cayman Islands. And it like the video like turns to this a woman in lingerie on the bed. He's saying, and he says something about like fucking being stuck here on this island, being able to fuck Miss Cayman. Wild. There is also not just that. There is also a picture of him saying, "Oh God, what is it? It's something like he's smoking DMT. He's vaping DMT in the picture." And then like there's another one. Oh, because he has to take a drug test, and he posted an image on his main feed. Excuse me. Posted an image of part of his divorce settlement that requires him to take a drug test. And then the next post is his negative drug test. And he goes, negative drug test. Well, except for THC and benzos, but who doesn't have that in their system? Army Hammer's a good time, y'all. I didn't know.
Wow.
Call me by your name. Come on.
Is Army Hammer the straight male Azalea Banks?
Yes.
You know, yes, 100%, yes.
Just a pure chaos agent that is problematic, and we shouldn't stand them, but we have to.
We have to. My gosh,
stand.
I will never forget. I won tickets to go see Azalea Banks over the radio, something I've decided to do, but finally did at the age of like 24, 25. And this just so happened to be after Azalea Banks yelled out faggots on an airplane, and her manager canceled her tour, which meant that faggot lost out on the ability to see Azalea Banks live, which inadvertently was a hate crime. I think her management company should look at it that way instead.
Correct.
Follow up to that, Dylan and I, very big Azalea Banks fans. We went to an Azalea Banks show together. I got there first. I looked around at the audience. I realized I was the oldest person there, which was alarming because of when 212 came out. And I was just frenetically texting Dylan, like, where are you? I am in a sea of twinks. Please get here soon. And then as that show was letting out, I went to get a drink, and this twink in front of me looked me up and down and said, what are you drinking? And I was like, I'm not going to make this person buy me an expensive drink. And I was like, oh, just like a vodka soda. And he goes, basic. And then his friend comes up to me, grabs my chest, and goes, these are daddy titties. This was all like a hate crime.
Wait, what venue is this?
Empire.
Yes.
Incredible.
I feel like we got there and like the sun was still out. Like it was a very early show.
God, that's like when I saw Grimes open for, I think it was the Dixie Chicks.
What?
And it was a deeply chaotic moment in time.
Where was that?
It was at Coda, Circuit of the Americas.
Grimes
played during like sunset, and then the Dixie Chicks came on. I don't know to that.
I cannot imagine seeing Vanessa live with like 10,000 other Dixie Chicks fans.
Coda, also the worst venue the city has to offer.
The worst.
Yeah, I have
the worst venue
against Coda, and that's because of my friend Kristen. So,
yeah, I hate it so much. Janet Jackson performed there, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
No.
So I think we should move on, which is the cannibal that I'm related to. Just today, I received this incriminating photo of my older brother Max trying to young baby, my precious niece Lucia.
Look at that niece.
Aww.
Look at my brother. He kind of looks like Army Hammer, but in a less hot, more suburban way. And I know he's not watching this, so I can say whatever the fuck I want to.
I remember one time I saw your brother at like 8 a.m. at HEB, and I was like I was probably not even hungover. I was probably still drunk. And I was just like buying a bunch of lemons for some reason. He was like, "Hey, Dylan." I was like, "No." Not like this.
Seeing my brother at HEB at 8 a.m. is like on character for both of you, because I mean, woke up at like 6 a.m., worked out, took a shower, went to HEB, and like you were probably like coming off of some drug. HEB at that moment.
I was like, I'm making lemonade. It's 8 a.m.
All is well in the state of Denmark. Don't worry. So moving on, Dylan had spoken about this show on Apple TV Plus, Servant. And I watched the first episode, and y'all, it's fucking bonkers.
Love it.
Like talk about, because I think season 2 dropped today.
It dropped today. Straight BFF Kyle Romero just watched the first episode of season 2. Quote, "There's a line in the season 2 opener of Servant that I cannot believe they expected a human being to say. So I cannot wait."
Wow.
Servant's the best show of all time. The picture of Lauren Ambrose right here. First of all, Lauren Ambrose, gay icon, getting into heaven. But
yes.
That is her at about a 2, that picture of her. And you can see how she looks like a haunted ventriloquist dummy. In the show, she is so unhinged, and her eyes are about 120 degrees open the whole time. She's a TV anchor in Philadelphia, and the nanny in the middle is obsessed with her and watches all of her old recordings. And that baby she's holding is a rubber baby. But then it's real.
So contextually, Lauren Ambrose and this really hot guy.
I hate M. Night Shyamalan.
I understand that this hot guy, Toby something, was in Planet of the Apes movies, but as an ape, so you wouldn't know it. And they play a couple who like lost their child, and she is like kind of like really dealing with the loss of this baby in a very intense way, and seems to have manifested that by I don't know, believing that a fake baby is real. And they bring in a nanny who validates that belief. And Rupert Grint from Harry Potter is also in it.
In the worst American accent possibly ever. Like, he sounds more British than he normally does.
Listen, fabulous. I'm sold.
It's so good.
I will give up on Bridgerton right now.
The thing about Servant is that it's you know it's good camp. It's because it's like 60% boring. But like whenever it hits, girl, it hits. Great kitchen porn too. The house that they're in is so beautiful.
Sold.
Yeah,
that's all I need.
He's a consulting chef. Don't ask.
Yeah, and there's like really like glam food shots that happen.
It's very like Hannibal. Like if you ever watched Hannibal, it's the same kind of like food styling where it's like, ooh, is that a person? I'll eat it anyway. Yum yum.
Army Hammer, yeah. So, are either of you checking the chat? I'm not sure we're streaming right now.
Yes, it looks like we are. Yeah, we got some Grimes. We got the Queen Tina saying, "Aw." I'm pretty sure it's to your brother's baby, but I'm thinking it's to Lauren Ambrose.
Oh, weird. Okay, maybe something weird's going on my end.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry.
Disregarding.
Okay.
Tina says both.
Good, great. I'm glad it's happening. Something weird must be going on in my end. I don't know technology. I suck dick. Okay, speaking with such a complicated sentence, Elizabeth Smart was somehow a celebrity contestant on The Masked Dancer, which is, y'all, like, I know 2021 has been very turbulent so far, and that we really haven't like hit our stride as a country ever. But I just feel like having someone who's famous for being kidnapped as a celebrity contestant is kind of a low point.
It is darkness.
It is darkness.
Here, like, First of all, I haven't actually seen a picture of her until now. I had just seen the Moth face. Looks like Chelsea Handler. Here's the other thing too, is that I read a recap of the episode, and from my understanding, like 2 out of the 5 judges guessed it was Elizabeth Smart.
What? What?
Like, you know, that's the shtick, is they have to like try to guess who it is, and like 2 of them were like, you know what? I think it's kidnapping victim Elizabeth Smart. I can tell from those dulcet tones.
The way that Moth danced the Paso Doble, it could only be one person, Elizabeth Smart.
So if you're confused as to why we're referencing this on a show called Queertown, Elizabeth Smart's dad came out as gay a few years ago, which is such an interesting, like, pseudo-celebrity to come out on CBS this morning. Yes, I'm famous because my daughter was kidnapped like 15 years ago, and it really fucked up my life in ways that I cannot describe.
It made me gay.
By the way, I'm gay. But you know what? He's kind of hot, okay?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Austin,
I'll say
Texas
hey.
area on Grindr, and was like, daddy looking for hot baby sub.
He'll pay for dinner, girl.
He will at TGI Fridays.
Also, Elizabeth Smart being the Moth on The Masked Dancer in itself is gay.
Yeah.
I saw something that she was the Moth because she led us towards the light, which feels like the most fucked up sentence of all time. Oh, you mean the girl who was kidnapped and eventually discovered by authorities led us towards the light? My God, let me like pull my own eyeballs out.
The Masked Singer was like the first thing that I saw like a commercial for, like mid-quarantine, and I had like the thought of like, wait, are we making television shows again? Is this what we're starting with?
All right. Speaking of, I haven't watched tonight's episode yet, but have they fucking eliminated anyone on Drag Race yet?
You know, I have not watched it either.
It has been. This is the 3rd week, and it's still 13 people.
It's still the season premiere. We're 6 hours in.
Please.
And because they're doing this concurrently to us, which like in the beginning of quarantine, they at least like gave us like a good string. Now they're just throwing it all at us at once, because Drag Race UK started yesterday. So we watched that yesterday, and let me tell you, a fucking crisp, clean 60-minute season premiere. We met the queens. They did the photography challenge. They did a look challenge, and then we got a lip sync. It was great, except they eliminated the wrong person.
Blessed.
I hate that we're having this conversation while Elizabeth Smart's
We'll just want our gay dad are there.
But hey, kind of cute. He was kind of torn up about it. Moving on. So Javi had texted the group chat between the 3 of us saying that he wanted to talk about gays. And to be quite frank, I did not know what that meant. So I had to and Urban Dictionary, which we all know and love, had the following definition, which I'm going to read out loud. And then Javi, I'm going to let you take it from here.
Sure.
A PV gay, short for Porta Vallarta gay, is a homosexual man, typically white and cis, who makes luxurious resort travel a personality trait. Typically a subtle racist and transphobe as well. As used in a sentence, I can't believe the PV gays are still partying during the middle of the goddamn pandemic. And this was submitted on January 1st, 2021 by retro_gade.
Okay.
I love it.
That's Elizabeth Smart's dad.
That's where he is.
He's a PV gay.
Mace, are you telling me you did not hear about the whole gay civil war that happened?
When did it happen? Because I did like a personal writer's retreat for like a week there.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of like didn't look at social media for 7 days.
Jealous.
It was like New Year's, basically.
Oh yeah. That's when I was like out of it. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Basically, look, it's a long story, and I don't want to get too deep into it because it was on Good Morning America.
Look, Shangela is involved.
Yeah, a lot of the Drag Race queens are involved. Essentially, all these guys, here's my favorite thing, is like they, through several raves, circuit parties down in Puerto Vallarta. Shortly before the circuit party was supposed to happen, the county, the district of Jalisco, where Puerto Vallarta is located, said like, hey, the pandemic is real bad. We have to shut all the bars down. And so then they had to move it to a secret location. My favorite part of the story is that the organizer for the circuit party was like, hey, Muscle Queens, we have to move it to a secret location. Please don't tell anybody where the secret location is going to be because we're going to get shut down. Also, please don't post any pictures. Have you met a gay person? Have you met a gay person?
Yeah.
You're asking them to not post a picture? Get out of here. And then there was an Instagram account. There was an Instagram account that was like exposing all these people and shaming all these people. A lot of people who live here in Austin and who I am like 2 degrees separated from.
Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah. There was like one who was like a nurse at whatever. He's a nurse at St. David's and like got the vaccine on a Tuesday and was in a Speedo on a Thursday on beach and going to a circuit party. It's a real delicious, some real good controversy.
I live for this.
My favorite part about all of this is also led to this outpouring of people facing their cameras and doing apology videos. And it's a lot of white gays. And listen, I understand that Puerto Vallarta is kind of a hard name to say if you don't speak Spanish, but it's just really funny to see these gays just be like, guys, I want to take accountability for my recent trip to Puerto Vallarta. And, I realize now that what I did was wrong and that there's a pandemic and, I was invited to Puerto and it's just so funny to me.
Wait, Javi, you haven't done any of the mic humor that you talked about at the beginning of the show. Could you just like hit yourself with the mic real quick?
Does it do it? Does it make a sound? I love
it. It does. It does.
And then my last point about this is that low-key, I'm kind of Puerto Vallarta gay. Like all the images that they've shown is of this place in Puerto called Mantamar. It's a day gay club. It is heaven. It is absolute
I was supposed
heaven.
to go. We were supposed to go in June.
I remember.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I remember.
I had never heard of Puerto Vallarta until this conversation because I'm very white. But
oh, mama, listen. Once this all, now it's like a gay Mecca trip. Like,
no, it's a thing. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Did you never read the romance novel Puerto Vallarta Squeeze?
No, I did read the sequel, which was Puerto Vallarta Discharge.
There we go.
Hey, PV's great. Huge gay district. There's like a fun bathhouse. And they have the gay day club, which is just like an infinity pool, and there's just like nondescript house music playing. It's lovely. I had great sushi there. It's the best.
Wow,
that sounds
really good. I'm really happy for you. Congrats.
Thank you. I'm excited to announce that my dad told me over the Christmas break that he got stuck with a timeshare there. That's why we went a couple of years ago. And he was like, I have 7 years left on this timeshare, so if you want to use it. I was like, psh. Once this pandemic is over, Daddy's
sliding
making an
in your
annual trip to
DMs.
PV.
Hell yeah, as you should, as anyone should.
Yeah.
So I think we still have a few more subject matters to talk about, if we have time, which is the Lady Gaga Oreos, the Chromatica Oreos. Dylan,
so difficult to find.
You've eaten these. Right?
Oh, I have saved them. I'm going to Army Hammer them live on camera.
My God.
I have a glass of milk that has been sitting here for 30 minutes in my 1997 Batman and Robin McDonald's glass with Robin on it.
Oh,
yes.
My God.
And you said you were doing Sober January. Pretty fucking
girl, I'm about to go straight to Chromatica, girl. Alrighty. Let's
rain on me,
break it
soon
down.
on me. Let's go.
My name isn't Alice, bitch. All right. So we got pink golden. You can't really read it. It says pink colored golden cookie with green cream. Disgusting. In a moment, I'm going to scan to unlock a fun experience. And then this cookie is nothing else. It will not tell you what the fun experience is. and it says a cookie inspired by Lady Gaga. In Chromatica, no one thing is greater than another. So let's open these up.
I wish I could pull up the quote I still have on here from Lady Gaga's press release when they announced these, but it was something to the effect of, Chromatica is a fun place where happiness always exists. And I hope that is true for the cookie experience.
It sure is. I'm going to open them. They're going to make the saxophone trumpet sound from the beginning of Rain on Me. All right. All right, let's
Come on, this is Chromatic. This is Chromatica 2 into 911. Come on.
It's falling down on me.
All right, so the
Falling
Oreo
down like misery.
is horrifying. It looks like toothpaste. It's toothpaste between what is it? What is it whenever Christians eat God? What is that called?
Communion
between two communion wafers, and then Chromatica on here.
Oh. Wait, put it. It's really blurry on my end.
I have never been so jealous.
Chromatica. I bought these at 7:30 a.m. at a 7-Eleven.
Wait, 7-Eleven. Oh my God, the one on South Lamar.
No, I went to that one. They didn't have it. It was the one on Guadalupe and 26 next to that old Jack in the Box at the hotel now.
Yes.
Let me tell you. I asked Dylan about this, and I went, and no dice.
Oh no! There were only 4 whenever I went. I bought 2 of them. Yeah.
It's the taste. It's the golden Oreo, right?
It's the golden Oreo.
I've got to be really fucking honest with you. I purchased the golden Oreo in December to be like, do I even like this? And I did. New Chromatica was the same flavor, but it was colored.
I just dunked it. Yeah. Mm.
Are we tasting it? Okay.
Okay.
Have we had any milk yet?
I got some milk. Just did a dunk test.
Oh, did a dunk test. Yeah.
It's good.
Are you getting any sort of sign from above?
Oh, God. It tastes like 1,000 dubs, really.
Ooh. Is the water pouring down on you?
Water is pouring down on me. I am a free woman. I'm not nothing without a steady hand to dunk my Chromatica Oreo in.
I gotta be honest with y'all. So I was dating someone last year, and then I broke up with him over the summer.
Oh no!
Then, out of nowhere, my Spotify song of the year was "Free Woman" by Lady Gaga.
Hell yeah, that song's so fucking good. The A side of Chromatica is. I have the vinyl of it. The A side goes from Chromatica 1 to Plastic Doll.
Yeah,
that's the album. That's what I want.
Yeah. After that, I think not.
Yeah, I'll hear arguments for Babylon.
I mean, Babylon's great, but Babylon I often forget about.
Same. Also, love Sour Candy because I love Blackpink, but our namesake comes from the better version of that song, Swish Swish.
Really?
Swish Swish, yeah.
Swish, swish.
Yeah, so you might not have heard in 2017, the three of us were a one-night improv troupe named Swish Swish Bish, and we came out to that song, and a very straight audience that was watching us was like, oh my gosh, I love Katy Perry, yes. And we kind of did some limited voguing as we knew how to, dancers or people of color. Well, myself and Dylan, not Hobby. Hobby's a person of color. The point of all of this is that we finished our fun dance and we started talking about Call Me By Your Name come out that fall, and we were talking about our very personal reactions to it. And the audience interest plummeted. It was
we asked, has anyone seen Call Me By Your Name? And no one responded. And then we asked, has anyone heard of Call Me By Your Name? And no one responded.
Wow, I had no memory of any of this.
Yet watched Call Me By Your Name. I highly recommend it. Take that from me, who is a cinephile.
I should have learned my lesson. I did a show with Era and Colton. It was an outdoor show at the Little Gay Shop a couple of months ago, and I haven't had any material. Since it's like 6 months. I hadn't had anything new, so all I did was just describe the plot of the Anna Paquin movie Margaret.
Oh my God, the one that they like waited to release.
Yes. Did not go over well because no one had heard of or seen it. Yet I keep doing this to myself. I think it's hilarious to talk about movies that no one has seen or heard of, but no one else does.
It's fucking hysterical.
Thank you.
So, Dylan, I think we might need to move on.
Okay.
But you continue to eat your Chromatica Oreos.
I sure
and tell us what you're thinking.
Well, Mace,
sure
I think that was our grand finale.
Oh, was it? Oh, have we?
I think we've reached our time limits. We gotta go to Chromatica, yo.
There we are. We're here. That's a heart.
Okay. Well, you know what? Okay.
Wait. I had to interrupt y'all. I'm so sorry. This Lady Gaga is on this one.
What?
It's the cover of Chromatica, or it's Mewtwo. It's either one of them.
Mewtwo, yes. I don't even know what franchise you're from, but Mewtwo, great. I did just want to say thank you to ColdTowne Theater and Olivia Logan Wise for making this show happen. We so appreciate y'all. And Adam Protexter with Protexter's Playhouse, who is such a great host and I think is doing a show after us. Eek, I didn't look at the schedule, but I did just want to say thank you to everyone who supported us throughout our streaming time here. I'm kind of drunk. And that's it for me, Mace.
And a big thank you, Dylan, for joining us this evening.
Thank you so much for
sister.
having me.
Of my heart.
Stop. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
From one bottom and two tops, y'all have a great night. Bye, y'all.
Bye.